What's up, guys? It is a hot summer day, 95 degrees where I'm at, and the humidity is high. But yes, that's right, I'm doing this update video outside in the fresh air and just getting some sun and vitamin D into my body because we all need a little fun. Today, we have a lot of films to talk about. Updates. Only one steelbook, surprisingly. We have one steelbook title. The rest of the films are standard 4Ks and standard Blu-rays. So, without further ado, let's talk about the new release, which releases tomorrow. But I was able to receive it today, the Monday before the Tuesday of release. I believe today is the 28th, tomorrow's the 29th. But regardless, it is the 4K Blu-ray of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, a film that I pre-ordered on BestBuy.com, and they were nice enough to send it out, and I was able to receive it the night before the release. So, really excited to watch it. I just took it out of the cellophane, so can't wait to pop this in. One of my favorite movies, probably top 15, one of my favorite live-action musicals. This might be second place. To be honest, my favorite live-action musical is Sweeney Todd. But this falls right there as well. Love this movie, and I can't wait to watch it on 4K. I heard good things about the picture quality, really good things about the picture quality. I just heard that the sound was the DTS HD master. So we'll have to... I don't know. We'll have to see. But, yeah, love the movie and can't wait to watch it on 4K. Really nice, shiny packaging as well. Another new release that came out last week, it was a film called Nobody, starring Bob Odenkirk. Did a little review for this on my last live show, and I'll tell you, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. The movie's entertaining. It's fun. There's moments in there where you're entertained, but in the end of the day, it is kind of forgettable in a sense. But as you're watching it, you're having a good time. So, not a horrible movie, and this came out on Blu-ray last Tuesday. Next up, it's not a new release, but it is the only steelbook in this update video. A deal that I received off eBay for this wonderful steelbook for Avengers Endgame. This is the Best Buy exclusive steelbook. I purchased it brand new on eBay, and I'll tell you, it's a nice little steelbook. 3 discs, artwork. I don't know. I think it's really nice. I plan to upgrade a lot of my MCU movies to steelbook, but they are up there in price, so it's hard to do it as quick as maybe I'd like to. Next up is a 4K Blu-ray that was on sale on BestBuy.com. It is Hustlers, a film that I used to own on Blu-ray. Now I own it on 4K Blu-ray. Nice little movie. Jennifer Lopez was nominated for a Golden Globe for this. I think she was excellent as a supporting actress in this. And a really interesting movie about the ins and outs of being a stripper and how to really make your way to the top. Next up, another film from Best Buy. It was on sale, another decent sale that I picked this up for. Another one I owned on Blu-ray. A Best Picture winner, Green Book. Never owned it on 4K, only owned it on Blu-ray, and I'm really excited to check out the picture quality. The Blu-ray to this was actually pretty good, but I said, you know what, I'm going to pick up the 4K to this, and yeah, great movie as well. Viggo Mortensen, Mahershala Ali, great performances. And the final 4K of this update video is another film that was recently on sale through BestBuy.com. I think it's out of stock now, could be wrong. Film I've never seen, really looking forward to watching it. Christian Bale and Russell Crowe deliver Oscar-worthy performances in 3:10 to Yuma from the director of the upcoming Indiana Jones 5. Hopefully Harrison Ford recovers soon. His shoulder got kind of screwed up during the rehearsal of a fight scene, from what I hear, but let's hope that he recovers soon. But yeah, how could you go wrong? Christian Bale, Russell Crowe. I'll watch it eventually, and I'm excited to do so. Now, next, we have all the Blu-rays. Now, there's no steelbooks here. There was only one steelbook in this video, so it's all standard Blu-rays. A lot of them are older releases. Some of them are fairly new, starting with American Graffiti, George Lucas's first film. Never ever seen it. Found it at FYE for a terrific price. So I said, I have to do this. So I did it. Really looking forward to watching that. Next up is a little Kevin Costner movie that I used to own on Blu-ray and sold it for like $2, but I rebought it for probably around the same price. It was a really good deal, actually. Draft Day. I personally really like this movie. I'm not really too much into the ins and outs of football and the drafting and everything, but this movie kind of gets you into it, and it gets you really interested. It's crazy because Kevin Costner dates Jennifer Gardner in this movie, so the age difference was, hey, love is love, what can we say? Next up, a film that released last year, I believe, from the producers of the John Wick franchise, Gerard Butler, and Greenland. I heard really not bad stuff about this movie. I heard it has a heart, found it for a good price, so I said, you know what, I'm going to pick it up and eventually give it a watch. A lot of these I haven't seen, but I plan to. I have movies to last me probably for the next, who knows. But next up, a Blu-ray I used to own, sold it, and I rebought it, and I do not plan to get rid of it again. The collection is just continuing to grow now with Insidious Chapter 3. Now I own the first one and the third one on Blu-rays. They are my favorites of the series. 2 and 4 I like, and I don't own them at the moment. Next, another film that released last year. We have Ma and Pa Kent in this little film, Let Him Go, about, following the loss of their son, retired sheriff and his wife leave their Montana ranch to rescue their young grandson from a dangerous family living off the grid. They soon discover that the Webwhite family has no intention of letting the child go, forcing the couple to fight for their family. So it sounds really interesting, and it sounds like it could be a good little movie, but it just kind of fell under the radar. I don't remember really hearing much about it. Next up, for the first time I've ever owned on Blu-ray, it's $1 Million Baby. I've only seen parts of this movie. I know what happens, unfortunately. I got it spoiled on me, but sounds like a really emotionally powerful movie. So, yeah, $1 Million Baby on Blu-ray. That needs a 4K. Next up, a movie you guys would probably be like, why the hell did you buy this? I never saw it. I'm a big fan of Harrison Ford, big fan of Gary Oldman, and you want to know what? I thought I'd check this movie out, and I would give it a 3 out of 5. Paranoia, I thought, was an entertaining little movie, and you want to know what? I'd watch this again. This was a fun little movie I'd sit down and just enjoy. Yeah, I don't know. Thought it was okay. Next up, I was a fool for selling this when I did, because it was so hard to find it, and I finally did, and I will not be letting this one go anytime soon. It's Steve Jobs, one of my favorite movies of 2014, I believe this came out. 2015, 14? Regardless, I loved this movie, and I thought it should have gotten a lot of more Oscar nominations. The score is incredible. I thought Harry, the guy Dumb and Dumber, Jeff Daniels, I thought he could have gotten a supporting actor nomination for this. Kate Winslet was probably the runner-up for Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars. She won the Golden Globe. Michael Fassbender, again, incredible performance. 2 left. The next one, haven't seen it, found it for a really cheap price, so I said, you know what, I'm going to pick this up and see how it is. And it's a Best Picture nominee, Up in the Air. This came out in 2009. It was also a Best Picture nominee against the film Up. So it was weird how you had 2 kind of ups in the air nominated. But yeah, George Clooney, the case says George Clooney gives a performance of his career. But for me, I think George Clooney's best performance is The Descendants. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. And the final one, a film I used to own, sold it for some weird reason, really heartfelt little Fox Searchlight movie with Sam Rockwell, who could have gotten an Oscar nomination for this. He was just that good, but the movie just fell so far under the radar. It got buried by everything else. It's called The Way, Way Back. You got Steve Carell, who played kind of a dick in this, Toni Collette, Allison Janney, Anna Sophia Robb, Sam Rockwell, Maya Rudolph. A lot of great performances in this, and I'm really excited to revisit it. But I have a lot of revisiting to do, obviously. We have so much going on here. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about these titles? Do you plan on picking any up? What do you think about the new releases? Are you excited about Willy Wonka on 4K? And a lot of these digital giveaways for the codes will be given away this coming Wednesday during our live show, Quickie Wednesday Live. Come and join us for live trivia, where we'll be doing giveaways for the Willy Wonka 4K, the Lord of the Rings Hobbit trilogies, 4K plus the extended editions. That's going to be a big one. Peter Jackson's King Kong. It's a lot of Peter Jackson stuff. It's going to be a day of pure imagination, and you're not going to want to miss it. Plus, we're going to be starting a new run of Kingdom Hearts 3. We're going to have some fun with that. Guys, like I said, comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for everything I just mentioned and a bunch of stuff coming in the future. And yeah, guys, that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching this one. And until next time, over and out.